Hey everyone, it's May 9th, and that means that if today's your birthday, you share it with serial killer Carroll Edward Cole, known as the Barfly Strangler, who murdered at least 15 victims during the 1970s, and that is him right up there. Cole was born in Iowa in 1938, just before the U.S. entered the Second World War, and his father was drafted the following year and sent overseas as the rest of the family moved to California. While his father was gone, his mother would engage in sexual activity with strange men in front of him, beating Cole whenever he threatened to tell his father when he returned, and dressed him in girls' clothes. His father returned in 1945 when he was 7, but he was made fun of at school for having a girl's name, and he had an episode where he blacked out and found that he had strangled the family dog without remembering it. Cole was still subject to frequent beatings by his mother and began to fantasize about killing her and other women simply for their gender. At the age of 8, he drowned a classmate who had made fun of him in a lake, but the death was ruled an accident and was believed to be so all the way until after he confessed when he was caught for his crimes as an adult. He got lousy grades, but was tested as having a genius-level IQ and spent much of his time in high school committing petty burglaries and drinking alcohol instead of attending classes. After graduating from school, he joined the Navy but was discharged after being arrested for stealing a car. He returned to his family in the Bay Area, and in 1960 he attacked a couple with a hammer, leading to his conviction for assault with a deadly weapon, for which he served 30 days on a county work farm. Cole had himself admitted and told psychiatrists about his fantasies of killing women. While he was diagnosed as a psychopath, he was still released and he eventually began to act out his fantasies. He spent the next several years in and out of prison for various offenses, including attempts to strangle women and girls, but still managed to get married to a stripper in 1963, though the relationship was short-lived. His murder spree began in 1971 when he strangled a woman and left her body in his trunk for 2 days before dumping her body on his 33rd birthday. Cole would pick up women in bars for sex, and while many were let go, those he felt were loose, especially if they were married women, he would kill, saying later that it was because they reminded him of his mother. In 1973, he got married again, and during frequent fights with his spouse, he would leave home and murder women. His murders spanned several states, including California, Nevada, and Iowa. One murder occurred the night before Thanksgiving in 1977 when, after strangling a woman, he cut off a portion of her buttocks and seared it in a skillet on his stove before consuming her flesh. In 1979, he strangled his wife to death and a suspicious neighbor called the police. Her body was found wrapped in a blanket and stuffed in a closet, but the police ruled that she had died due to her heavy drinking, and Cole was sent on his way. This was just one of many times when authorities could have stopped his murder spree with a proper investigation or a psychiatric intervention, but failed to do so. In 1980, he married again, yet still was heading out to murder women, sometimes engaging in necrophilia. He was finally apprehended at the end of that year, and he confessed to 35 murders, including the boy he killed as a child, though official counts usually put his death toll at 15. Cole was convicted of 5 murders and sentenced to death in Nevada, being executed by lethal injection in 1985. If this is your birthday, I hope you have a great day. Leave me a comment so I can wish you a happy birthday. If you know someone whose birthday it is today, send them this video so you can find out all about their birthday twin. And to Carroll Edward Cole, I say, happy birthday, you bastard.